Hey y'all, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing awesome today. Welcome to Zahatka. My name is Valentina, and today I'll be showing you a tutorial of how to make a book cover look like this that goes on the cover of your book to protect it. And there's many different variations of book covers. Today I'll be showing you how to make this one. In the future, I may show you how to make other ones. But if you want to see how to make this one right here, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you'd like, and let's get to sewing.
So after you choose your fabric, the first thing to do is measure how much fabric you actually are going to need. And this isn't a universal size. It's going to be different to every book. And I just gave it 1 inch on each side on the um, width of it, and then the length of it. You just decide how much you want your cover to go inside the fabric. I did about 4 inches or 4.5 inches on each side once it was done. But the pieces that I cut is the outside fabric, then I cut the liner, and I also cut an interfacing, and you'll want a stiff interfacing for this, so like an iron-on one or something, mostly likely an iron-on one, because a sew-on one won't be, like, you can't make it stiff, but the iron one on it gets stiffer with that. So I cut the interfacing, the liner, and the outside piece all in the same size. And the iron-on interfacing, or also called fusible interfacing, has a shiny, or it's like shinier and more textured side, and then a smoother side. The more textured side will go to the not pretty side of your outer layer. Then I clip together the liner and the outer layer that has the fusible interfacing on it, and I just sew all around, leaving a small gap in an area wherever you want to, but to turn the project right side out because you're sewing it inside out. Once I turn it right side out and make sure all the corners are perfectly poked out how you want them to be. But once I finish doing that, I iron it all down, make sure all the seams are straight and everything, and then I just do a top stitch all around. This makes the project look finished, and it closes that open gap. Now the last step is to do the flaps of where the cover of your book goes. And I did 5 inches by 5 inches, and then that 4-inch gap in the middle. I clipped it together and just did a top stitch all across the top and all across the bottom. Once I got the cover inserted, I see that it didn't fit properly. It was too short. So what I did is just rip the seam on one side of the project and made one of the sides shorter. You can make both of the sides shorter. I just did one side, so I could have done either both sides 1/2 inch, but I just decided to do one side 1 inch, with that gap in the middle being 5 inches. So what this side right here was a 5-inch flap, and the other side was a 4-inch flap at the end. and it fit perfectly that way. As I did mention before though, the sizing isn't going to be really as relevant to you, just the stitching and sewing part. You just follow the steps but with your sizes, and I gave myself 1 inch room on the bottom and 1 inch room on the top. But I did want to just say a big thank you for taking the time to watch this video and letting me be a part of your day. I hope this tutorial was beneficial for you, and if you do try it out, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you can consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that good stuff, that helps me out. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye!